Alright, we should be getting audio now, hopefully. Alright. Stupid mic camera. Alright, you know what, we'll just hide that one for now because it's being a little irritating. Alright, so hello and welcome. Yeah, I keep forgetting about the whole desktop audio when I do it. It's kind of irritating that it doesn't just save it. Well, again, good evening. So figure I might as well catch up on a very late procrastinated Halloween modification that we were doing for the kids. So basically, get all the supplies here. Basically, I've got 2 strips. Get this connected here. Alright, let's go ahead and... Alright, so yeah, it's 2 of the LED strips. Man, this camera is like got a lot of delay, even directly on the computer. Anyway, so it's. Well, I guess I gotta turn it on. Is it not registering right now? I wonder if I already ran this one out of power. There we go. Alright, so I got these multicolor LEDs. I've got the 2 different strips. It's probably pretty bright. Yeah, they change all the colors. It's got the little remote to do the different piece, and the kids. Oh man, the exposure needs to come on.
What happened?
Oh, the light was too bright for that for that little camera. It's messing
The
up.
webcam.
Yeah. So basically, we were trying to make the kids want to be Enderman. So it's the all black, like square block with the purple eyes, or at least the oldest one. He wants to do that, and then Mason, the middle one, wants to do the same thing but green eyes. So we're gonna go ahead and measure, trim, and try to devise a way of connecting it to the helmets. Which, can you grab me those? Which, I got the 2, both boxes. They're just stacked in each other. I mean, so it's 2 mailboxes, spray painted quite a few times with primer and different stuff to make them solid black. So yeah, I'll try to do all that. These multicolor LEDs were the Chinese thing I've gotten, golly, from eBay super sale, probably about a couple months. I want to say almost a year ago that I've had them. So I just didn't have an idea for them before. So, but these are really nice because this every LED. I'll try to get it. Every LED can be clipped, so I can literally make it one LED long as however long I want to do it. And I've got 2 strips so I can have both kids do their thing. So I guess it's just finding whether or not I do like one single bar and just like, I don't know, put a diffusing cover over it, and then put like a center section that's like black electrical tape or whatever so the light doesn't come through, so it's least amount of soldering. Or do I make 2 smaller sections with a diffuser over top, solder the 2 pieces together, you know, with multi-strand wire or whatever, and then that way it does for the 2 different eyes. Or not, I'm not even really sure what Enderman truly looks like. I guess I probably should have looked at before I really ventured in on this. But yeah, that, and I got to rebuild the Trunksy hot end. Apparently, when I put it back together, now that the board is reflashed, thank you again, Scott. He was kind enough to send me the USB ASP, and I programmed the bootloader on it, and then was running into some really weird issues of my laptop that I used previous just did not want to communicate with the board. So I did, on the advice of the community, I went with 1.87, put that on the desktop, and it flashed the first shot. So we got it programmed. So it's up and running, but apparently I didn't build the hot end correctly. So the hot end started leaking like crazy. So yes, Bubba.
I don't know where to put the charger because both plugs are plugged into the wall. Do I need to unplug?
What are you? Oh, you want to work on that. Do the bottom one. Pull that from the wall.
Which is better?
Yeah, for the shredder, since we're not going to use that. And then that way, when it goes to the side, yeah, there you go. There you go.
Now it's gonna
It's gonna heat up. Yeah, do it. Put it over top of that, and then here's the glass just in case.
If that like leaks through.
No, so if you have a harder surface than this flexible. All right, so little man. Actually, if I can move this without resetting everything. Here, Bubba, go push everything closer up here. Yeah, there you go. Got him some stencils and got his 3D pen, so we're gonna let him play with that. Where did I put the other spool for you?
I can't print with a spool.
I know you can't print without filament, you weirdo. There it is.
It's deep in there.
We're not gonna make our farm probably tonight, so you can have the big spool.
What did I use to hold it with?
Huh? Before we had the little tiny rollers. So you can just use this. Alright, so let's get this loaded.
Still wondering what I want to put first. Coming out?
No, but it's not grabbing yet.
That's a lot of extra food.
Yeah, but you gotta prime these things a lot sometimes. Alright.
Because some of the food runs out really quickly.
Yep. It's not gonna just sit there on the paper mill, but that's why I put it like that. Alright, so yeah, he's gonna be working on some of that. Alright, I think it should have 2 rows with diffuser. Okay. So you mean like stack the 2 rows and then put the diffuser over both of it? Okay. Got any ideas on the diffuser? Since I'm not really that good at throwing those things together. Alright, let's hide that. Go back to main cam. There we go. Alright, so there. Now the big block is out of the way. There we go. 2 rows with diffusers. Well, I mean, we can put the 2 rows. Get the printers fired up, so just in case we want to do something, the 2 working ones can be ready to go. All right. All right, so Enderman. What? Oh, yeah. Yes, I do have some semi-transparent PET G. I don't have any more of the PLA that's semi-transparent, but yeah, I do have some PET G. So I really need to get into how to draw a design and actually have it work, because I'm no good at it right now. I'm more of the like technical. I can figure things out, do the manual labor, but doing the graphical design piece of it, I really need to get better. You having fun, Bubba?
I want to do.
You want to do a guitar now?
Because print on here, it's not like sticking on here. It's not sticking on the plate. Like keep coming off and stuff.
Do it. I had it upside down. Sorry.
So it has all the way in the glass.
So you were doing on just regular glass, which it doesn't stick very well, but that with the yellow stuff makes it stick pretty good.
I didn't know which side.
I know. I'm sorry. It's all right. This webcam sucks. Sorry about that, guys. Wish I had a better one. No, go out there. There we go. All right. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think Tinkercad is pretty neat, and I did design a few parts, but it took so long for me to like get the spatial awareness and like draw it like that. I don't know. Which one is what? The crappy webcam or his 3D pen? Oh, the crappy webcam is this one. Yay! It's the old iHome series. But funny enough, that was the one that the stream used to be centered and using. Till I got this one that's got integrated, you know, voice, and it was a HD. Somebody was getting rid of it, so got a really good deal on it. So yeah, had to do the upgrade. But it's weird because this one was also the one that I had connected on the Maker farm. But while it runs, it starts getting that weird wavy lines, and every now and then just like gets the big interference where the video signal just goes crazy. Even though all of these are hard lines, so it shouldn't have done it, but. And then I still got the Raspy Cam floating around somewhere, and that one's the one that really gets the static lines. So, alright, so it looks like Enderman is pretty much just a square block with a row of purple eyes. Let's see if I can. So it pretty much goes like any of these. Of course, there's more cartoonish versions, but oh look, there's one with blue eyes.
It comes with blue eyes?
Well, yeah, but it's only one picture of a blue-eyed one. All the rest are all purple. I guess there's a blue Enderman. That's pretty. Oh, it's a skin pack. Okay. But basically, it just looks like.
Blue Enderman? No.
It's just there's another person with their costume. I can't do two different like sets of purple to be like the eyes like that. It'd just be all one set of color. So okay, well, at least we figured that one out. Well, that version of the Raspy Cam, I don't even know. I think I might have just thrown it away because it was like I kept having so many issues with it. But it wasn't the ribbon cable Raspy Cam. It was like just the knockoff clone module, but a USB cable. Because my ANET's got a true real raspy cam, and I've been running that one for like 2 years straight with no video distortion of any kind. Could with the thick diffuser. True. Oh, I guess this maybe log into Tinkercad and see if we can make something. All right, Bubba?
Yes.
Is it moving around on you?
But this kind of came off pretty good.
Nice. Alright, so we will create a new design.
I couldn't do the little lines, so I just filled it in.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because the little lines got together a little, so I just filled it in.
Okay. But you know what? If you want to create all of that, there's a switch on there that we can go to the ABS material. So if you want to use the that other brown or the blue, we can do that. But if you want to make everything you possibly can just in the black, and then we can swap over to the other one later.
I'm gonna finish the outer part and fill it in blue, I think, and do that like gray. Something like that.
That's a lot of swapping, though.
I think we can do that.
Yeah, but you also gotta wait for it to reheat back up because the other stuff takes a lot higher temperature to melt. Alright, so go to the desktop. Alright. Go ahead and close those things since we don't really need them. What is it? F11. I don't know. Okay. Alright, so let's do... no. I guess just a box. Guess it'd be good if I measured these boxes and figured out how long I need to make it. There's my ruler. I'm good on my drink. I think I'm okay.
Where are you gonna put those? Are you just measuring that size?
I'm measuring the max so that I don't draw something that's too big. Alright, so 280 is the max. Where do you think? Because what the guys were suggesting maybe is do like 2 rows of lights, one under the other, and then I can put like a darker diffuser maybe in the middle so I'm not having to do like an inner solder. So it's basically like wrapping it itself, you know what I mean? So it's one complete circuit. And then just put a diffuser in the middle so then only the outside 2 edges light up. You think 1 row, 2 row? Or should I just do like 1 row of a couple, put a wire piece, and then the other row of a couple?
I mean, that diffuser is gonna have to be like blacking it out.
Yeah.
So
I'll probably be just black electrical tape to make it diffuse it out. But that's kind of, I mean, this is the max that I can do across. Is that many? To be like takes up the whole side. What do you think?
Y'all make it however y'all figure it out.
Okay, that's not helping.
I know. It's fine. It's not much help. Just figure it out before Friday. Love you.
Well, okay, so do you think I should put a black diffuser in the middle covering up like 4 or 5 lights, or snip it so that it's...
it would be better because it would be hard to diffuse it or cover it. I think it'd just be better just to snip it. And
Just snip it? Okay. So about how many lights wide do you think we should go?
I think you should probably go about 5.
About 5 lights? Okay, so...
Yep. And he was talking about doing like 2 rows of it.
Yeah, maybe like 2 rows, one right underneath, like...
I almost feel like 3 rows because it's pretty blocky. Have you looked at the pictures?
Yeah, I just pulled some.
Yeah.
So 3 rows?
I'm almost thinking 3. 3 rows on each side.
Okay, so 3, the space, and then 3. Ooh, it's gonna be a lot of soldering, but okay.
It'll be 6 soldering.
We got till Friday.
I know.
And
And then you're gonna have to do that times 2.
Yeah, I know, right?
I need to feel like
Unless they have a better idea. I mean.
All right, so we'll do kind of a community chat poll, I guess. So the missus is saying maybe like 5 lights wide, which, let's see if I can hold this up right. So it'd be like 5 lights. I'm trying to put my finger over each end of the solder. So like 5 lights, but do 3 rows on this side, and then, you know, over here 5 lights and 3 rows. Obviously bringing it in just a little bit so it's more like eyeball. Well, can't do this in mirrors. There we go. A little bit better. So it'd be like, you know, the two eyeballs itself. So I'm trolling for dollars. All right, keep your head straight. All right. So plus I gotta figure out for the kids' face where these should be, but it won't blind them at the same time. Yeah, we need your mother to help get the placement of the head piece.
The what?
The paper or whatever to get it to sit on.
Do you need me to do that now?
If you could, that'd be awesome. Just so, I mean, you have a...
trying to make like a square hat so it can like stay on the sides and then put like curve.
Man, 5 lights each, 2 rows or 3 rows. That's a lot. I know. No, but I think 5 would be a good width on each.
Let me see the
Basically, I mean, I can't do like the eye in it, but this is animation. But I mean, that's basically all it is. It's just it's a little bit lower.
Yeah, it is lower.
Lower than regular
I'm
eyesight.
thinking his eyes, where we cut out for him to see, is going to be higher than the lights.
Yeah.
Let me see it. Let me see the box. Can you hold it up for me? Just put it on your head.
So his eyesight is right about there.
Okay. I'm almost thinking.
Like measure it off of this line. Like put 1 below and 2 above, or all 3 right above, because they're going to be right on top of each other. It's not going to be a space in between.
Yeah, do 1 above, 1 below, and then 1 below that. I'm thinking because they're pretty low.
Can
Okay.
I take it off now?
So 1 above and 2 below.
One above and 2 below.
And 5,
Okay.
I think, would be perfect.
Yeah, we'd come in like
Yeah.
maybe that on each side.
Maybe 2 on each side.
Take them off.
Yes, Evan. Jesus Christ, son. We're trying to fix your helmet.
It's okay. Want to get all set? Yeah.
5 or 6?
5.
5? Okay. Alright. Go back to your... Yeah, do the other guitar. Because what you'll want to do is almost make a front and a back. That way you can make it where you connect them like this, Bubba. So that you've got a sandwich. And then we'll fill in the vertical lines between the two. Does that work? Like, I'm sorry. Alright, so if you do the 2 pieces, and then we'll fill in the air gap between them, so then it'll be like a thicker sandwich. And not just 2 flat pieces.
Okay.
Does that work?
We're going to do the other side.
So draw your other one. The second one that's on there, yeah. Draw all of that, and then we'll swap you out to the other color. Yeah, you got to push one of the buttons so it knows to wake up, and then wait for it to go green. Can I get some Tylenol? My head's like killing me. I'm starting to get a little cranky.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I'm cranky, Bubba.
Alright, move your feet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah. Yeah, but I didn't even plug in the other one either. What's wrong?
It keeps like coming off the plate. It's like not sticking.
Here. It may not help a whole lot, but let me see the glass. Try that. See if that helps. Alright, let's get back to the design. Oof. That's really washing me out on one side. Alright, let's see if we can get this other light fixed real quick. Alright, that should be better. Hopefully, yeah. Okay. I'm equally just washed out there. Alright, well, so I'm gonna keep trimming these pieces real quick. Alright, so there's one side. I need 2 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, perfect, right where another solder joint was. Okay. We'll see if this is gonna work. Alright, so Alright, so these are 9.7 inch or 9.7 millimeter wide and only 1.6 tall and 0.3 of the row. Okay, so I'm not very good at this, so if y'all have some suggestions on how to draw this better. Alright, so I don't need 20, I need it at, we'll do 10, so that it has that little bit of extra gap, and then what was the total that we needed to do? We wanted to do that far in, so I need 255. Well, that's gonna suck. Okay. $255, but each of these diffused pieces only needs to be about 87 in length. Okay. Hey, no problem. Welcome back. Alright, so we'll do 87. Get that where we can top. Okay, so 10 by 87, and it only needs to be, what was the max height? So it only needs to really be like 2 millimeters tall.
Mama,
Yeah.
does everybody see this?
No, right now they're looking at my screen drawing it. You want me to show them real quick?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, they can't see that right there. Alright. Oh. Here, shoot. Yeah. Shoot everything.
Or
Watch the nozzle so it's not on the carpet, please.
this will be where.
Over. There. Alright, so I'll back it up a little bit. It's too close so they can't see. Ooh, this way. There. There's part of his guitar. Alright, so do you need these pieces right here?
No, those are just trash.
Trash? Okay.
And I just
How about this? We'll put trash can over here by you. Alright. Are you gonna use those?
No. I'm just gonna do this one.
Alright, see, this is what I'm talking about? So you can do that and then you can put another piece so it makes it taller between them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so what we need to do is on that, what do you want? Do you want the brown or the blue?
I think we need the blue because I'm gonna fill this. Or I can use the brown to finish.
Honey,
that part.
Tell me which one you want.
I think the blue.
You want the blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pick out the black.
Well, we're just gonna make it easy. And we'll cut you little strips to use. Little coils. Alright, so. Yeah, no. Got a, what's it? ABS?
What is ABS?
Um,
It backs it out.
catch it while it's hot. ABS stands for this hotter plastic.
So what does blue mean? Blue.
It's so that you know it's a different temperature rating.
So blue means it needs more.
It needs a higher temperature.
So that means. So.
Yeah. Melting it into blue. Already. There you go.
So we have to wait until it.
No, it's blue when it's ready for ABS. It's
So-
green when it's ready for PLA. It's red when it's not hot enough.
So,
So blue, it's ready. So you can go ahead and start drawing with that. Just try not to put your face right up on it because it is ABS, and I don't want you like sniffing in too much. Here, Bubba. All right, I can see this is going to be a little crazy for you. Okay.
which we're gonna put in another ABS.
No, just hold on a second while I move this around.
So
There.
it's still ready.
Yes. There you go. That way you can work without having to have it wrap around your neck, because that makes me nervous. All right. So he's going to be working on that. All right. So we'll do a transparent box. Where in the world did I draw that? Okay, so we want $9.7, 87. We'll do 1.8. Oop. 1.8.
Look how light the blue is.
Yeah. Okay, and then, nope. I need to align the top. And centered. Center and center. Right. Right, does that look right? Yeah, trying, Scott. Trying to do these diffusers for the kids' Enderman costume. Alright, so that, just trying to get an idea. It's not the final by any means, but alright, so does that look good for like making out kind of a hollow tray for a single? And then I just need to do like that. That way those 3 rows. Does that look about right? Scott, yeah, it was the YouTube decided to swap my standard one for the time block because it just decided it liked it more back at 8 instead of doing it 7, so little man can play around. So he's down here doing some guitar. It might be easy to go start from this side and work your way this way, holding it like that. That way you can see the edge and you can push the plastic against it so that you're drawing it going from this side and working your way in each time, and you're holding it at an edge so you can see where the last edge walked off. Not going from top to bottom, going from left to right.
Is that an angle?
No. Going from up there to down here in lines like this, but then only moving over just a little bit so you can see where the last edge was.
Like this?
No, son. Like this, filling in the line, but you'll see the edge so you can push it up so you don't have gaps, is what I was saying. It's just an idea. You don't have to do it that way. Oh, but Scott, I love the filaments. Those things are awesome. I just wish I would have gotten him a 1.75 size 3D pen, but I mean, this one was only $5. The kid that had it didn't want it anymore, so it ends up being $3. But I guess it kind of works out because the Maker Farm is $3, so I guess all in all it kind of works. Yeah, those colors are pretty awesome. Ugh. So I don't have any of the brown, so that was really nice. I mean, the two different whites, I don't know if one's supposed to be like a bright white and then a regular white, but they do have different properties. Because, like, I don't know if you can see it, but when I do the UV light, like the one white reflects the purple, but the other one isn't doing it near as much. So I don't know what the difference is between those. But I love this pack of multicolor. I mean, everything, that pink is really like fluorescent. I don't know if you guys can even see this very well. But yeah, the blue and the pink and green are very fluorescent. The red in here is not, or the orange in there is not so much, but hey, that's fine. And that's a lot of red in this one, which works out great for my next project. But that yellow, oh man. I don't know if you can see it but when I put the UV light, I mean, it is fluorescent highlighter yellow. It's awesome. It can come out really good. I don't know what to use it for yet, but I mean, I got an idea. But yeah. I have like 150. Oh, this is all Pryline? Awesome. Well, I wanted to try it, so I guess this pack will let me help try it. Are they still doing some of those colors, though? I guess that would be the biggest thing. I guess I didn't realize I had my, Awesome. Awesome. Good deal, because, yeah. Oh, hey. Good job, Bubba.
You can see them.
Yeah, you can. All right, well, color in the other one.
But I have to make sure I don't color in that.
Well, you can color it in, and then we can use that on top of it so that you've got a solid blue, and then you can put that little bit of that color on it as well.
So I can, like, flip
You can build it up high, Bubba. It doesn't have to all be flat.
It can.
It can, but I'm saying, see how this, they made it a little bit higher, and then they put the strings across. So we can do the bottom all blue, and then you can take that gray and go above it, like directly on top, and make it a little bit higher. So that it's raised up off the body so that you can do
It's a is that like what those colors were like for like printer like
Those were made for pens, but you have a 3mm pen, and we need to get you a 1.75mm pen so that you can use all of my colors and all of these little sample pack colors too.
so I can
Because right now you can only use the big filament, and I only have those 3 colors. Yeah, I only have the blue, the gray, and then the 2 boxes of black.
So do you need like more colors?
Well, I don't know how many more of the 3mm I want to buy, but I need to get you a smaller pen so you can use the colors I've already got. About 20 feet? Nice. About 213? Okay, that's good to know. Ooh, got to catch up on chat. Okay. Not just 3D point mirrors, my sample set. Oh yeah, definitely. I love these little sample sets, especially for the side project that I want to work on next. So once I get this Halloween stuff done, I'm actually the contest that they did with Joe Telling and I forgot what the other guy's name was. Chaos Cortec, I think it was what it was. I can't remember his name, but they did the big size Mega Man. I don't want to do it that big. I want to do smaller ones, but I like that model, and I've already downloaded a couple of the color schemes that were used in Mega Man 3, which to me, that was like my favorite Mega Man game, and I think mainly because it was the first one that I beat. All the other ones, it took me a while to like really get used to. Like Mega Man 1 just straight kicked me. I couldn't figure it out for nothing. Mega Man 2 was pretty cool, but I would get stuck. 3, I blew through that one. That was like the easiest one, and it really solidified my love for the game. And then I went back to 2, then to 1, 4, 5, 6. And now that I'm doing my RetroPie, I've got pretty much all of them. So I've been really liking it. And then, of course, it crossed over to Mega Man X, which I absolutely just loved that one. X2, it was okay. 3 started getting kind of eh. But I do like the whole anniversary set that they wanted to do. I don't really want to pay for it, per se. Because that's a really high price. Plus, I only have a PlayStation 3. So it's a little hard for me to pay for it in that aspect. I mean, I may be willing to pay for it on the for the PC version, but it doesn't have the console feel. So I don't know. Still a fun thing to play. But yeah, I want to print out a couple of the Mega Mans, and now that I got the color scheme, a lot of these sample packs are like the perfect amount to get the parts that I want done. Stainless steel nozzle, yeah. I want to get something like the palette. Yeah, what's up, Bubba? Oh, you're just waving?
Yes, I made that whole part.
Good deal. Man, I'm going to have to cut you some more blue. Okay, watch the tip so you're not burning the carpet, Bubba.
It's like all that blue.
That's fine. I got a whole spool, so I can keep cutting you more. You just have fun doing that. Just let me know when you run low. Like before that disappears, let me know so I can cut it, but then just keep going until it stops pushing out filament, and then we'll load another one. Because it'll keep going for a little bit. Alright, so let's get back to... Alright, so you think that would work for like 1, and then let's do another box. So that I would need to do 87 by what? 33. And then would that be 3 millimeters? And drop that here. That'll be 31 by 87 by should that be 3 by we'll just do 3. Ungroup. Good job.
Now all I need is to build up, or
Well, you tell me what you need to do.
I think I need to like take off the back of the back one and like put it on here.
Do you want to try to fill in some of those holes first, or you want to fill it in from the back, or do you want to try to smooth it out a little bit? What do you want to do?
I'll just keep it.
Just keep it? Okay.
Plus is already.
Honey, we're gonna glue them back together, so it's okay.
Which this one's already fine.
Yeah, well, the top one needs to be solid, but the bottom one doesn't really need to, because that neck is not going to be the same thickness.
But it's okay. I can like put it in.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I know it said it's going to print for a minute, so just let me know when it stops. How thick are the walls? Let's see, I did. Ooh. I'm not good at this. I don't know how to do a lot of the functions that we're probably needing to know. Alright, so if I ungroup. Man, okay. So I did 9.7 and 10. So it's about 0.3 millimeters thick. So that's not really going to work very well because I got a 0.4 nozzle. And if it's only one wall thick, it's probably going to snap pretty easy on that. So I need to make it at least 0.8 on the outside, but probably 1.2. What you think, 1.2 or 0.8 would be better? I think I'm gonna take. Oh, nice. Yeah, that'd look pretty cool, King. Yeah. Alright, so this part should be 2. Well, I still gotta adjust the width, but Alright, so... See, that's why I'm not a good designer. I don't think about these things beforehand. You ran out of filament? Alright. Cut you another piece. You still want blue? Or do you want to go? Okay, what do you want to do the wall between the top and the bottom piece? You want to do the blue or you want to do the
Gray.
You want to do gray? Okay.
Or I can use black. Either way.
Well, whatever color you want to use, Bubba. Want to use this gray?
Yeah. The first thing I'm gonna use with the gray is the little piece, and then I'll fill the walls.
So you put it in and you gotta push kind of hard. Let's see, it's still bare, they start to grab.
When you do it, please.
There you go, now it's grab. Be careful because that can be really hot. Alright, and then just in an area, just kind of draw a circle until it changes to the color you want. Or if you don't care if it's on your drawing itself, then you can do that. Ah, true. Okay, maybe. All right, so I guess here's the rough idea that I was thinking. So this bottom part would be to be able to hold the 3 rows of lights. I don't necessarily care if it has a center wall in between the 3 rows, but I thought maybe that might help. But then this other part, if I can get it to rotate. Alright, so then this other larger part would be the clear that you'd kind of almost snap over top of everything so that it acts as the full diffuser in that clearest PET G. But just so it expands the whole thing and just kind of wraps around it. And if I gotta kind of bead hot glue to keep it together, that's kind of fine. I'm not too worried about that part of it. I'm just trying to give some type of structure so that I can mount this to just the cardboard box helmet piece, and then that way I got to already cut a hole for the master wire, but basically it would sit in about yay high and be 3 rows of lights that we can radio control. And so I'm not so much worried about it having like rounded edges per se, because I mean it's just going to be on the outside of their helmet and they're not really going to be doing much. And if need be, I've got that little mini Dremel that I've got, so I can kind of sand it down a little bit to make it easier and not have to worry about printing issues of trying to get it rounded. Man, it's dropping frames like crazy. That's so irritating. I need my new router in. It's driving me nuts. They're taking forever to finally give it to me. But at least they're doing it completely free. What's wrong, Bubba? You burn yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, do you need to go get a piece of ice? Or get an ice pack?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. God, I got so many emails that I haven't read today. Do you know how to round the squares? Print-wise, I know in Fusion 360 I can do, was it a fillet or chamfer? I don't remember. No. And especially in Tinkercad, no, I don't know how to do it.
Does this go in?
You can do it, it's just huge. I was talking about like one of the little penguins. Just so it's easier
I
to
couldn't
hold.
find them.
Oh, well, yeah, you can use that. That's fine. Yeah, this trying to do 3 small pieces of this strip wire and solder them in. That's gonna be interestingly fun. Start with the big box. Selective negative. Okay. What you're talking about? Just select the negative part. Oop. There we go. Move it more centered on the work plane area. Okay, there we go. Top slider box that opens. Okay. The top slider. Radius?
I think it's cool enough. I think it's cool enough.
Okay.
So, Daddy?
Okay, so the radius starts rounding the edges of the box.
Can I like put this closer or is it fine right there?
What?
Do you think I need it?
Are you still going to work down there?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
As long as I don't burn myself the same way I just...
Well, don't then. Oh, cool. Okay, so that does the vertical edge. I see. Or does it do all 4 sides? I see it rounding the corners on the red. Yeah, okay, so that's definitely making it more oval. Okay, cool. Cool, I like that. Alright, so we'll go in just a little bit on that. Ooh, that's nice. Yes, yes, sorry.
When I like first started to print, it would turn red, and then the sooner I turn out, it would back to blue.
That means it's hot enough. But that's what I was saying. When it goes red, it means it needs to heat. It's trying to heat it up. Blue means it's still within a good temperature to. Yep. Okay, select the steps, crank it all the way up. Yeah, I see that it makes it really crazy. Don't forget. Oh. Alright, but I need to raise this. No, I don't want it to be 1. I want it to be 0.8. There we go. Oh, it's got a little bit of a lip. Okay. Well, I told chat to not like slow it down or anything. I don't know why it still tries to go slow. Oh. Bam, bam. Y'all are both moderators. There it goes. Haha, it shows up blue for you, Scott. Yay. Okay. And King, you got the moderator too, so. Alright, your snap to grid is set at 1 millimeter. You can change that or select the box when viewed from the underside. Set the size that way. Ah, okay. Yeah, I forget. I keep doing that snap to grid. Or that it defaults so high. Okay, so do we think the big one, do you think that would work like for the top transparent lid that'll go over all 3 strips? I mean, I may have to tweak it a little bit more once we play with the sizes of the other ones, but I think having just a little bit of rounded edge down here and then just big old hollow gap to kind of fit over this whole thing here. Yes, Bubba.
Do you think this is like a good enough thing to like fill it in?
Well, what I was thinking that you would do
So fill it in
is
just like the blue?
hold it. Do you want the shiny side out? Okay. So if you hold it, and you can do it a couple different ways, and then take that and go across, and just kind of keep working slowly, back and forth, where you're touching, but then you maintain that gap, and then that way you're not having to build it up like this. You're building it up across.
But what if it like sinks in?
It won't. It'll cool fast enough.
I just like it that way, so it like ends stronger.
Yeah, but if you fill it in, it's gonna be solid. Do you want it solid?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
I want
Then
it
just
solid, so when like
okay.
break and.
So then on this, just build it up as thick as you want it to be, and then set this on top of it, and you'll be squishing it. Like say that was how thick, then you just hold it together, and then you take that and then run the edge so that it seals it together. And that's how you can do that.
And make sure it like.
And then you can hold these together like that, side by side if you want, and then you can take that and just fill in the gap, and then it'll make it solid. You can kind of do however you want on that.
I just want it like.
You want to fill that in solid first?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
I can like.
Yeah, do that.
Because I just don't want it too thick or it'll
Okay.
run out.
Honey, I've got a whole spool. Don't worry about running out.
But what if you need it in there's
Honey,
more left?
honey, if I need more, I can order more. Don't worry about me. You have fun with the pen. Alright. King, why didn't it give you... I told it to add you. There we go. Alright. Now when you talk, it should go blue. Alright, Tinkercad, graphic range size hog. It doesn't take much for your PC to show. Yeah. But it was already, like, dropping frames before because my router is giving me 1/10 of my internet speed because it's got some major flaw in it. They've already coded it out saying that it's this fixed refurb unit that they gave me apparently wasn't fixed correctly, so they're sending me another replacement. Okay, so the thickness of the stripes are standard at 9.7 millimeters thick. Yeah, 9.7 thick. Or wide, excuse me, wide. And then thickness, it's about 0.2, 0.3. I'm getting closer to 0.3 thickness for the bottom, like the actual strip. And then the total thickness of strip plus LED top is 1.6. So that's why I figured maybe a 2 millimeter thick to give it another 0.4 millimeters higher than the LED at a minimum, and that's just the tall part of this piece, and then that would basically snap over top of it as well. So it'll still raise it up a little bit more, but not a whole lot. Three would be good for spreading out the light. Yeah. I mean, these are pretty bright by themselves. How long are we going to for Halloween? It's for their Enderman costumes. I just need two sets of, well, one is going to be 2 sets of purple and the other one's going to be 2 sets of green. But these are all the RGB multicolor Chinese grouping ones. Where is it? It's got the multi little light pack. Oh, length? It's the standard little mini length, so it's what, like 3 meters? Is that 2 millimeter, including the bottom? I think. What did I do? I don't remember. Hold on, let me get you some measurements. 2. Oh yeah, so 2 total, and then I don't remember how tall did I make. No, what did I do? So I hollowed out 1.8 and made it 2 total. So that's going to be a 0.2 thickness on the bottom. So yeah, I probably got all my dimensions wrong. Oh, Sky, I think these were just the 1 meter strand or 3 meter strand. I don't know, but this is the full. So that long. Hold on, let me see if I can get it in camera. There we go. So probably about what? 3 feet, about 1 meter. I got 2 of these. Might want to increase it to account for the bottom layer. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Rover. I told you, I'm not good at designing stuff. I don't have like I don't think about like all those different things here. Oh, sorry. Just a set of 5. So the set of 5 is 82 millimeters, but I drew it up as 87 just so I had some wiggle room to hide some of the wires connecting each of the strip sets. I don't necessarily need them inside this thing, but I figured that would be a good gauge of if I can hide them in it, even better. If not, and I need to like fold it to the side and punch a little hole in the black and then just like push the wire into the mask itself, then that's fine too. I mean, like I said, it's really just for them to go trick-or-treating and then that's it. So, I mean, I don't want to go too awful crazy. Yeah, I didn't. Dad was more of a fireman, paramedic, so gone all the time, and Mom was in banking. So you'd think I'd be good at both of those types of fields, but I'm pretty good at setting fires and melting stuff, yeah, so I guess in a way I'm good on that. And then I'm really good at spending money and not having it do well, so I guess almost the opposites of both.
What did that say?
text. It's so you can drop stuff in there and then write text and then have it show up.
So you can box, cylinder, spear, scribble,
a roof,
cone,
and then it's a half round. Oh, yeah, round roof. And then they give you wedge, a pyramid. What's this one?
half circle,
Yeah,
pyramid,
polygon.
polygon.
I know you're not gonna know this one.
What is it?
It's called a paraboloid. I don't even know that one.
Paraboloid?
Paraboloid.
Paraboloid?
Paraboloid. Yeah, paraboloid. And then a torus. I don't know why they can't just say like ring. And then you got tube, heart, star, different star. Icosahedron.
And then a ring.
There's a oh, okay, I see. They're doing a ring and then that because it's like a donut. I think you could have just called it a donut instead of and then you can make a dice and then a diamond.
Diamond. Okay.
These are built-in shapes. And then they also have some connectors, text and numbers, other characters, shape generators.
All?
Yeah, there's it's all the different shape generators.
So
and then they show you the different.
It's all of them?
No, not all of them. All of the shape generators. Yeah, very true. Except for my A8 hasn't caused any issues in the 2 years that I've known it, other than me snapping a throat twice, breaking a glass bed, wow, I think that's the longest that it's ran. Sorry, my kid's Hot Wheel thing that I've been trying to get the batteries fixed on it. I haven't even messed with it, and it seems like it's already running better. I know, it did the whole song. That's crazy. Where is...
What about the other buttons? What about the other buttons?
I don't know. I'll check them out. Oh. Where's my other screwdriver? Do you see it? It's the clear handle with the red tip. Check up there. Yeah, try not to break the boxes. Yeah, that's the one. Alright, don't mess up. Yeah, don't mess up the boxes. Oh, did you already go through that filament too?
No, it's like right here.
Oh, jeez. Man, you're going through filament fast.
I know, because I'm trying to...
That's crazy! Alright, do you want more of the gray?
Yeah. None is coming out. Good thing we have more gray. They grab it?
Yeah, now it is.
So it's gonna come out all the extra.
And just remember, you got a bunch of spool around down there. Alright. Oh, no, I completely understand, King. Actually, I didn't turn on to Marlin or check any of the safety features or any of that and almost until a year into using it because nobody was really... Like, I was scared to upgrade because I didn't want to have a down printer and it was my only one at the time. So I didn't know how I was going to do that and what I was going to do. And I still print overnight. I still did out of the house prints, just not very long. And most of mine that were overnight prints ended up only being like maybe an hour or two after I was going to bed. So it wasn't like all night or anything like that. Plus at the time, I didn't think about dampening the sounds in any way. So it sat in the cabinet it's in now. and I don't know why, but it was so loud. I mean, every little print movement just and I mean, it keep you up anyway, so you knew how long it was printing. Plus, I was so fascinated with the technology just in general that I would constantly be getting up and looking at it. So it was never really left unattended. But now, yeah, especially, I mean, all of them are full Marlin, except for the Maker Farm. All of them are at least 1.18 or 1.19. The Maker Farm is only on 1.0, but it does have the runaway protections on it. Because for some weird reason, if I put anything higher than 1.0 that came with it, I get weird over temps, runaways, all kind of different stuff. But if I just leave it on the 1.0 with all the same functions that I can find, everything just keeps printing and it has no errors. It doesn't, the temperature is a lot more stable. I mean, I put all the same things in there, but something is missing. I don't know if it's a higher level background function that's not in config and advanced, that maybe it's now pushed off into one of the other pages that I just don't know about. I don't know, but it runs a lot crappier without 1.0 on it. So go figure. Well, all of the printers sit here in my office, and I just shut the door, but our bedroom is like right over here on the other side of the wall. So, but these doors are nice thick that you don't really hear them too much. You can hear them a little bit, but not too much. But I remote in through my phone and look at the camera feed all the time just to kind of check out where it's going. All right, so I guess let's delete these other two and just work with one, and then we'll make a copy. All right, so we need to, there we go. All right, so these are .96, so I really need to just make, okay, 0.97. All right. And 1.6, 1.8. All right, so that's a good cavity, but we need to now change this. All right, so that's 0.97. Got a 0.4 millimeter nozzle. I want at least 2 lines on either side. So 9.7 plus 0.8 plus 0.8, so 11.3. So let's just make this 11.5, right? No, we'll do the 11.3. Okay. And height, it's at 1.6. So that means that's 0.4. I usually do a 0.2. All right, so oh, okay. You're always sending me stuff, Scott. I'm trying to learn. All right. All right. So the bottom thickness would be 0.4, and I'm running it at a 0.2 layer height. So that should be 2 layers, so that it's not totally cloudy. But oh wait, but this is the bottom anyway. Okay, never mind. So I don't need to worry so much about the thickness on here. So if I do 2, hell, let's make this one 3 millimeters tall. And then this, we'll raise to 0.4. And then just make this there. Ah, no. This way. And then group it. Like that. I think that'll work for a single channel. Dang it, Scott. I'm trying to learn here, and you're doing it for me. Butthead. But it looks great. Hello, Minnesota Maker. All right, let's see. All right, we'll give a quick update. All right, let's show off what the kiddo is making. All right, so he's got his guitar.
It's the back.
That's the back. He's doing the sides.
I'm still working on the.
Oh, you're still working on that one? Okay, and then.
Still.
Oh, you left it good. Good. You left the hole in the center. Cool.
Still working on like how.
Yeah.
It's like gonna.
Do you need a clip? Borrow a clip so that holds that together for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as it doesn't break.
It's not gonna break. That's ABS plastic. Trust me.
So ABS plastic's harder than the black.
Yes.
So that.
There. That'll hold it together so you can close it up.
And I still have a lot of room.
All right. Hey, Bubba. How about this? Push that out of the way. Push that over there. Come around, sit on that side.
Like over here.
Yeah, you sit over there so they can see you. They can see you working. Oh, I know. I love the fact he asks me all the time, when is he going to get his own printer? So we're starting with the pen at least. I kind of wish I never got rid of my little M3D, the little micro printer, because then I would have just given it to him and let him go to crazy on that. Beetle, King, I'm not sure what this thing is doing. I keep telling it to make you a moderator, and it says you're now a moderator for the channel, but it doesn't change your name. That's really strange.
I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah. I didn't do it really well.
Well, do you want to? This is your project, Bubba. You make it as nice as you want it. Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you want to tweak it a little more, you can, or you can just show Mama, and then you can work on another one if you want.
I can like make one for my brother.
Sure, if you want to make another one for your brother. I have a little wrench for a few seconds. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I may just have to do like go into the like the live of the channel feed that it's playing right now, and then in that chat box maybe do it instead of the Streamlabs part. But it worked on everybody else. That's what's really weird. Okay, so I told it you're a moderator from the YouTube side. So I don't know. I guess go ahead and say something again. See if that works. Hey, CNX. It's still not doing it. Oh! Okay. You know what? I just noticed I'm not even running my. Oh, you know what? They integrated a new chat box. That's right. Symbol, no. Caps protection, no. Link protection, no. Word protection. Just because it's got kids, yeah, we'll try to. What is this? Set a user group that will not be punished. Are you serious? You gotta add. Well, I'm going through the options right now, and right now it says auto permit. Okay, so we'll try that. The link protection says that the subscribers. All right, well, link protection was off onto the new integrated chat box, so I'm not sure. But I just told it for link protection to let subscribers post full links. So I guess we'll see. I don't know. I'm still learning how this program does everything. Ah, there you go. Scott just posted it. But King, if you want to go ahead and throw one in, I mean, even though it's not a mod per se, but I got subscribers to be able to do it. CNX, we're working on little odds and ends of trying to get these LED strips for no audio. Is my audio going? Yeah, we're doing Tinkercad, but trying to do these little LED strips, rows of 3 for my son's Enderman costume. So we're just kind of hanging out and see what we got. You want to show it off again? All right. Yeah, he did his own 3D pen guitar.
Which, that clip really helped.
That clip helped out?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like,
You want to do another one?
I don't think I
You
have
can-
enough filament.
Honey, we've got 3 full rolls of filament, so you can swap to whatever you want. You also have some other projects in there if you want to do something different.
I really want to make the house.
Okay, do the house.
But I think
You need what? You need help? Okay.
the house is bigger than the Qatar. I really like the Qatar more.
Okay. Well, remember, go sit on that side, so that they can kind of see you working.
I know the X2 means it needs double.
You need 2 of them.
2 of them to make the house.
So you can draw the house and whatever. Let me see the glass sheet. No, just the glass sheet. Okay, that's the side. Let me clean it off for you. So you need 2 of them. You can draw the outside line any color, and then put the inside any color. If you want it all the same, that's fine. if you want to use 2 different colors, like the outline and then do something for the inside, you can do that too.
We definitely have brown, so I'm gonna.
You want to do that one in that brownish color?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like it's really.
All right. Remember, do it from the other side. Like sit over there. Yeah. Don't try to put your hand right in the middle of where you're working, weirdo. That's why I was using the alcohol to clean it off. All right. So draw whatever you want in that color, and then just let me know when you're ready to switch. Yeah, you gotta wait a minute. All right. Did you show him the patterns? Yeah, he's actually using all the different pattern pieces. That's what he was actually doing with the guitar. Yeah, and actually, CNX, I've actually watched almost all the rest of your videos, and great content. I mean, I know you kind of felt a little off. Like you weren't really, it looked like you were really enjoying it so much. I kind of get that way a little bit too on like recorded ones. That's why I don't really have any right now, because I'm like super overly critical on what it looks like. But I'm more comfortable with the live setting. But it did look pretty good. And it was I mean, it was pretty informative. I actually like tweaked a couple of my stuff based off of it. So yeah, would love to see some more cool stuff that you come out with. What's up?
It's like keep coming off every time when I lift it. Every time.
Okay. Yeah, you just got to get it a little bit closer on the first little bit, and then it'll start holding. I know this ABS is acts a little weird. Oh yeah. Now I just got to finish putting back the hot end, but at least now that the board is actually working, and yeah, it's so much more relaxed. And I do apologize. Last week I was really stressed out based off of it, but now that it's something I know how to do, I'm just rebuilding the hot end. But I'm actually thinking, I know we went through all of that craziness there, Scott. But since my $2 eBay find is supposed to be a backup hot end for the console, so it's I want to say it's the E3D V5, if I remember right. It's a little bit larger, but I mean the mounting plate is the same, so I might be able to find something that's got decent amount for this. Though it might be the E3D V6 style fan. I mean the radiator piece. I don't know if it's a V5 or a V6. If it's a V6, I've already got some of the other stuff cut for it. If it's a V5, I might have to search a little bit, but I'm thinking I might swap over to that than the factory end, just because it's been giving me so much bad juju. But again, now that the board's fixed, I'm not as stressed. So, and the fact that I got a radiator part cooling fan and that works great, so, you know. Count the fins. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 fins. So on the actual large size fins, yeah, there's 10 of them. King, yeah, I agree with you. That's why it's so hard for me to try to do any of the tweaks, upgrades that I wanted to do on the Delta, because it just works. I haven't had like any issues with it, especially even with, well, the Ultra Base was a little bit of an issue, but once I got past that, I mean, it's a workhorse. It just keeps spitting out prints with no real issues. So it gives me the flexibility to work on everything else. Let me actually, I can tell you exactly what ones that I got. Yeah, printers do breed. Though I've almost got the wife convinced that I can trade in some of these other printers for more Deltas. Because she even likes the way that the Delta, not only the quality, but it's just kind of cool to watch. Okay, so it's an Anycubic V5 J head hot end. 0.4 millimeter, 1.75 for the Kossel pulley 3D Drucker extruder. But it's a spare, but I already have another spare. So this one is like completely free open spare to use. So it is a V5 J head. So I guess that would be comparable to the E3D V5 if I remember right, that the fins were wider or more round. It was a thicker outer dimension than the V6. Oh, that is a V6 standard? Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, then yeah, I could definitely go with it. I think that Pet Fang actually has a E3D V6 style already for the X5. Okay, so it is 24.7 millimeters diameter fins. I don't know if that helps. And it's about, top fin to bottom fin is 31.6. Yeah, I'm pretty much to the point of doing the E3D V6s on almost all of them. The only one that I'm leery about doing is the ANET, only because it's the only direct drive that I have, and I think it would work better with doing flexibles and anything else all on a direct drive. Yeah, what's up? It's not sticking very well?
It's not sticking like
Okay,
at
okay,
all.
okay. Honey, let's just swap over to the PLA to do a bass, and then you can put the ABS right on top of it, like you did the guitar.
But the PLA does the same thing when I...
It was doing the same thing?
Yes.
Okay, how about this? Set this down. Here, get in your work area. Yep, yeah, get over there. Alright. Do it on top of the blue. I know it's going to be a little harder to see, but see if maybe that lets it stick better.
If it does,
I've never used that blue, so I don't know how well it's going to work, but we can always try it. Size V5 and V6, just V6 is longer. Okay, well, I mean, it never hurts. Yeah, Rover already got CNX. We kind of got all that nice channel love during inside the Minomat. So yeah, we both gained quite a few subscribers. Hopefully, well, me not so much, because I think most of the people that were already there were already subbed on mine. But yeah, I think CNX got almost like 10 more subscribers during that feed, which is awesome. Kudos. You're still ahead of me. And I'm almost to the 50, and I think 50 would be a good first jump off point for a giveaway. I've already got an item that hopefully will help. I mean, it's not anything like super great or anything, but I figure at least something. What's up? No, I have not feeded the dog. Alright, where did we leave off? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I know you already gave stuff away, and that was pretty awesome. King, I still think somehow you rigged it. I'm standing behind that. And I think that's why it's not wanting to give you moderator status. I don't know. It is pretty awesome luck that you won both of the real contest and the fake one that I did. You know, hey. It's all good. Alright, so let's see, can I split this? No, mesh. No. Is that working better, Bubba? Hey, you got a house. Are you gonna fill it in, or with that color, or you want a different color? Yeah, it might be stuck there a little bit. It's okay. Do you want to fill it in with that color, or do you want to do a different color?
I just want to like finish all of the outsides of every single one, and then I'll fill it in. Or I can just fill it in now.
Whatever way you want to do it, Bubba. I was just asking, did you want to fill in the middle of the house with that same color, or if you wanted to do a different color? But I guess you're going to do that same color. That's fine. It's your house. You have fun. Okay, so all right, Scott. So I just did a separate connected surfaces. And 1 and 2 give me that, but I can't find what any of these pieces are. Like, it's not showing anything. That is like just so strange. There's nothing there. That is just weird to me. Yeah, but I was trying to do like, so I can print this in like black and then this in the clear PETG. But I was just trying to separate the the two pieces. But when I told it just separate connected surfaces, it made all 10 of these pieces. But number 1 and parts 2 and 3 are your parts, but then none of this 4 through 11 don't like have anything there. That's the weirdest thing. All right, so center, prepare to print. Oh, I need to add. Funny. Alright, PLA. Yeah, 10%. Primary layer height, so do 0 like we do normally. Select a linear. Arc 75. That looks good. Ooh, did it mess up, or that almost looks like a. I think my slicer might have messed that one up. Yeah. Yeah. I think it did. All right. Print. That's weird that it's doing that right there, Scott. I don't have coasting or wiping on. Yeah. Well, but as long as the outer case covers that little bit of area, you know, it's going to be on the inside. I'm not that worried. But yes, I know you said it to cut down time, and I appreciate it because I am behind on schedule. So, but that only says 18 minutes, so I might as well send that to the printer, and we'll get this going because I'd rather it be printing and, you know, not lose out time there. All right. Yeah. Black. Cubic connect. Files. What's up?
Does everybody see me, like, doing the print stuff?
Sorry, not right at the moment. Why do you want them to see you? Huh?
Like, sticking really well.
It's sticking really well?
Yeah.
Good. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Cool.
I really like the guitar.
You like the guitar?
Yeah.
I like it too. I think it looks pretty good, Bubba.
Feel how hard. It's like pretty solid.
Pretty solid.
Oh, it's like I can't even like break it.
Well, that's good. You shouldn't want to break it. Alright guys, be back in just a second. Just changing out this filament real quick so we can get the print going. Let's grab that.
Did it break the snow?
Yeah, it snapped off a little piece. That's okay, it's just a little piece.
It's not a whole lot.
Yeah, not a whole lot.
It didn't took like the whole piece to go.
Yeah. Very good. Alright. Control. Oh, we lost a few viewers. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to be so boring. Alright. Let's do this lined up a little better for the print. Alright, spray. Oh, now with the, I don't know if you guys can see them. I'll try to put them in there, but these new ABS printed bed holders, oh, they make the bed like perfectly level. It looks, I mean, it's rock solid now. It works fantastic. I wish I would have done that sooner. Not that I had a lot of problems before, but it just works that much better. Just be careful when you hit that. You don't want to crack the glass. So. Alright, let's get this print going. Oop, oop, oop. I gotta change to black hatchbox. And go ahead and print. Yes, black hatchbox. Start print. Alright. Ah, it's doing that autofocus again.
What is that autofocus? What is autofocus?
It's where it keeps trying to, as the print head moves, it's trying to focus it in and out. Did I lose some bed level there?
What's wrong?
Oh, since I upgraded to 1.19 on this Delta, it acts a little funny every now and then. But at least it's printing. Okay. I think I'm going to roll it back to 1.18 because, yeah, I'm with you, CNX, because, I mean, 1.18, I had no issues, and I was thinking, oh, well, there's supposed to be all these great new things with 1.19, but it acts weird. Like the normal startup script that I've had where it drops all the way down to the corner and starts doing the priming line, it sounds like something is breaking when it comes down. And then it acts fine. It's almost like something would be on the linear rail as it goes down. But if I home it or do anything else, it sounds perfectly normal. It's just on that startup script. But it's the same one that I've had. So I know it's not the script because in 118, it never made that sound. And it was a lot quieter too. This 1919 has got some weird things. I don't know what's going on. Scott, that is like too much filament. I swear. I mean, personally, that would be awesome if I had that much. Of course, I don't know where I would store it all, but... Alright. Let's see. Get rid of all this extra... You know what? On the ANET, I literally took the 119 factory defaults, changed my name on it, and then the first round I added the BL Touch, but then I found out my mount was all wrong, so I'm redoing that. But yeah, other than that, I just took the factory defaults on the A8 and it worked perfectly fine. I haven't had an issue with it as far as settings like that go. The Trunksy, I guess we're going to find out here soon now that I got the bootloader all fixed. I mean, I know 118 worked fine, but I put 119 just because I can. Though I'm almost wondering if maybe I should roll it back to 118 because I did find that apparently on the Trunksy one, we were always supposed to have selected the LCD screen to be LCD for Melzy. Because in 119, if you don't select that, it gets all crazy writing on the stock stuff. But in 118, you can still do the Trunksy, or the Smart Rep Wrap full graphics control, and it works fine. So I don't know. This software seems like, even though it's supposed to be unified, too many people are making weird changes and not saying anything. So I don't know. Yeah, I did a. Somebody else was saying that they did a. Was it win merge? So that you could compare the two files side by side and see all the little differences. And I did that, and it's still just, I don't know, it something weird. Because with the Delta, I guess the new 119, there's more automatic calculation in it than in the previous. So I couldn't make a lot of the settings match, so I was having problems. So I got a pre-configured one. That might be part of my problem, but then again, the 118 that I put on it is also pre-configured from Spike's firmware, and that one worked great. I had no issues with it, but I thought, seeing all the other people, big people say, "Oh, well, 119 has better Delta controls," and they fixed a lot of issues, which I didn't personally know that I had any. I was like, I might as well try it and see what's going on, but with this performance, I think I'm going to roll back to 118 and then just leave it be. But what's up? Oh, hold on. Let me go over to it. Ooh, back it up, Bubba. It's way too close for them to see. All right, so you got. Oh, part of it dropped off. Okay, so what you need to do is set it back down on there, and then. Yeah, go over that just a little bit and
then,
over
like,
that.
And then like.
Yeah, you could go over that too, just to make sure that it's all solid. Yeah, but I'll put it over top of the hard surface so the carpet doesn't flex. Wait, you keep moving out of frame of camera. There you go. Yeah, but where's your other piece? Here's your other piece. Alright, so here. So you have, remember like how you had it set up. There you go. Yeah, and then just make sure those two join together. Wait, where's all these pieces from?
They were just from the picture.
Is that from the original?
Yeah.
You don't need them anymore?
Yeah, because I didn't. It's just.
Okay, well, don't put them on the carpet because these you can't see. Put them here in the trash can. All right, so he's going back to town on this little house. Yeah, I know that guitar does look pretty cool.
Are they talking about my print job?
Yep, they were saying that they like the blue on your guitar.
It looked really stylish.
Yeah, it looks really stylish.
It really holds really well.
Check on the Delta real quick. All right, so that's going. So that one's just chugging away. All right, so we'll see how well this cool print is going to be.
What are you printing?
It's part one of the LED holders for your costume. That's so we can put the 3 strips.
But how can I like see?
Well, you're not seeing through this. This is going to sit basically like right here.
And
On
how's
you.
it gonna like?
We're going to
light-
cut a hole for you to look through, but the light is going to shine out away from your eyes.
What about like the nose cone?
What nose cone? What are you talking about?
The nose thing, sorry.
Honey,
So like.
that is going to go out here. It's going to go right down here. Your eyes are right here, so we're going to cut a small hole so that you can see out. They can't see you, but then these lights will be right here, just like the Enderman. And then you don't need a nose hole because you've got the whole underside here to breathe.
And what about up here, so it can like shine brighter?
What do you mean shine brighter?
Like up here.
There's nothing that goes up here. It's just the 2 big blocks of light right down here. But what?
Oh, what about up here? So
You're not the Ender Dragon, you goober.
Where's the Ender?
The Ender Dragon has something on the top. Remember, Enderman doesn't have anything on his face there.
Really?
Yeah. See, he's just a square blocked head with purple eyes. So there's nothing on top.
Just his eyes.
Yeah. See, look, there's where we can print out a little.
What is that?
This is so you can print out a small little Enderman. But see, it's just a square block with eyes. That's it.
But
that's the whole thing.
it doesn't look like Enderman.
What do you mean it doesn't look like him?
It doesn't look like him because it's on the side.
Honey. Ah. That's what he looks like. Long arms, long legs, a square body, and a square head. And here's an even better one. See, it's just a big square block. There's no horns. There's no other top lights. It's just the lights for the eyes. That's it. And that's all we're doing. All right, this one. Someone just took the purple and they made it white. That's it. See, there's a bunch more. They all are just purple eyes. See, this is the normal Enderman Minecraft skin. Yeah, that's somebody made that.
I caught Super Enderman.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's all the same stuff. So
All these are Endermans.
yes, all of them are Endermans.
They all have the same skin.
Well, it's all just black blockhead with, you know. All right. Don't worry. Scott.
What's so funny?
Nothing. Just Scott is funny. All right.
Just
Ooh.
that part was like pretty.
Yeah, but see, you're still see how it's nice and squished and shiny.
Mhm.
That's why I was saying because you're going too high trying to color it in. If you go lower and just tilt it a little bit, you can get like really smooth and nice, kind of like these prints come out.
Just like this.
Yeah. Let me see that real quick, and then the pen. Yeah.
It's not
Alright.
gonna hold you.
All right. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, shaking.
Get that line down. Is that how the like really big?
Okay. Yeah. See how it's all squished together? But now it's solid too. So if you did something like that when you're drawing it, you go slow and you just kind of angle it and you kind of overlap a little bit, then it'll make it a lot like flatter
It's strong.
and stronger, and see, it won't have like so much craziness. Not saying it's bad, because this is fully unique and awesome.
It's for women.
How do you get filament in your hair, you weirdo?
I didn't.
Oh no, that's grass. I don't know how you got grass in your hair.
I might tip my hair.
Okay.
over.
But yeah, so there's one part of his house that he's already made.
Strong too. It's not my best.
Oh,
But I think it's pretty good.
oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted me to show it.
It's very good.
Here's the bike that we made a long time ago. Huh?
I remember.
I remember this one.
Yeah, because I downloaded one of those.
Does it look like the same?
Yeah, but now you have the real card.
So I can like do this over and over and over.
Oh, Scott actually threw one together to save me time because I'm on a bad learning curve on Tinkercad. So he threw something together. So I'm printing it out. It says it's only like 18 minutes to get this base, which would be nice because then we can test like spacing and all that for the base, and then I can. He's already got the cap that goes over it, so it's a little bit rounded corners. So we can do that in the transparent PET G and get a nice and glossy. And hopefully not too thick, so it'll actually diffuse the light evenly. So we'll see. Now then I'll just have to solder all the cables together. Huh? Yeah.
Thank you, Scott.
Yeah, Scott's the man. Well, you know, Scott, like I said, I err on the side of caution. So stuff that people send me, sometimes they don't want it broadcast all over. It's just, you know, something maybe initially for me. So I was trying to be at least respectful and not, you know, prejudge. All right.
I think I can make this.
You want to make that bench?
Yeah.
All right, go
I
ahead.
think I can make it.
All right, just trace it. But remember, try to go sit over there so you're facing the camera so they can watch you do it.
So, do I need
No, because they can't see you, son. See? Here. There we go. Now, with that ABS, you still may need to put that blue sheet on top of it that you were doing the house. Just, yeah, you may still need to put that on there so it'll stick a little better. I tried to learn Fusion. Fusion, takes a lot more learning curve. I'm in a couple of the teach yourself Fusion classes. One of them is the actual like trainer for Fusion, and then I've tried to watch a couple other 3D printer guys when they do the, hey, I'm going to help teach you Fusion. So I'm trying. It's just sometimes a little bit overwhelming with just how many different things it can do. But following one of the tutorials, I did make my actual maker coin fully in Fusion, everything, and it didn't turn out too bad. I mean, I got my logo in there. You can still see through it. It's got some nice, you know, gearing. I just don't know. I don't know if I want to stick with this one or not. But I mean, I like it. It was fun to make, and you know. Have you tried watching? Yeah, that's actually who I'm on. Lars Christensen. I only just put it on the watch later, and I just haven't gotten around to it. I keep getting distracted by everything else. But yes, I want to finish his whole thing to learn. So yeah. Hello. What are you doing? Oh, I'm getting attacked by all the little munchkins tonight. Wow. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Oh, what you doing, princess?
I wanted to watch my movies and Mommy's film, but Mommy's gonna watch her show.
I'm sorry.
No.
But you know what? It's already 9:21, baby girl.
I was coming to let you know that I'm gonna come to bed.
Okay. Hey. No, you need to go change. You need to change and get ready for bed, baby. We only got like 30 more minutes on the live. Hey, Mason, what are you doing? Stop. Stop messing with the camera, you goober. Alright. Stop messing with the camera, please. They're trying to watch him.
Alright, say goodnight to them.
Good night, Daddy.
Night, Bubba. Careful, that's the doorknob.
Bye.
Alright, go, you weird. Alright, go, you weirdo. Kids. Yeah. I go through a bunch of webcams. I tried to put one on each printer. Doesn't always work, but you know. Just enough delay. Sorry about that, Rover. I don't know why it's so much of a delay tonight. I mean, now it's saying I don't have any drop frames. Three minutes ago was the last drop frame. I don't know. Well, that ABS is popping and crackling a bit more than I would have guessed. Of course, I have had it just sitting out for quite a while without putting it in the dehydrator. Yeah, King, you know, I was thinking, hey, it finally started showing blue now. Awesome. I don't know when it did it. But anyway, I was actually thinking of a different, more practical item that people could use. It could just be that pen is not really that great, too. It could just be catching, you know, as it tries to go in. I've noticed this one, when you push the fast or slow, it sucks in the filament, but as soon as you let go, it tries to retract it a little bit almost immediately. So that could be part of the problem. Yeah, I kind of like those maker cards. I mean, I was thinking of something, like I said, something kind of practical that people could use. Instead of just a coin, but then putting my logo on it just to kind of, you know, something that's open source, maybe like a bottle opener, or I don't want to go as far as like a carabiner, because I mean, there's a bunch of carabiners out there, and I don't want to like make it seem like I'm trying to copy someone so much. Though technically speaking, I mean, this maker coin, I changed a few little parameters, but for the most part, it's the same as everybody else's maker coin. So that's kind of why I don't like it per se. I want something a little bit more unique, but I'm kind of at a loss of what item I could use. Kind of design in Fusion 360, since I'm starting to learn it. It's just taken me a while. But something that I can still put my logo somewhere on it where it's still recognizable and not like super, super small. So Scott, I would agree with you that I don't think ABS normally would take on a lot of moisture, but it has only like the last 2 days it stopped, but for the last week almost, I mean, it has been like torrential downpours. So I'm thinking, I don't know what this delta is doing. Yeah, on 119, and I wish I could have shown you because it did it so quick. When it ends a print, I put G28 as like the last step because I wanted to just home it, since it homes at the top anyway to clear the print area, it'll go most of the way, and then only X or only Y will, and it'll like bottom out, and then it'll try to home instead of just lifting all of Z period and then just homing that. I've even tried changing it to G28Z to home Z axis first, which would be all three motors, and yet it still does the same thing where it'll start it and then one will pop, then and you'll hear the effector hit the rod, and then it'll do the rest. So this 119 is starting to really irritate me. Yeah, I only have the two spools, the blue and the brown are the only two ABS I even own, period. And the only reason I got it is because when I got the Maker Farm from the guy, he included it with it. He included those two ABS and then one roll of PLA that is right there beside him. That PLA, and then I had another 3mm PLA for the pen back when I got the pen. So yeah, that's the only ABS. So I don't really have any experience with ABS other than this right now, and I printed a few things on that Maker Farm, but it's got bad Z banding because those 5mm rods, I mean, they just wiggle wobble like crazy. I'm trying to figure out a better cheap solution, but the only thing that I keep coming back to is upgrade it to the 8mm rods and get the little 2020 extrusion adapters that somebody already came up with that are measured for the Maker Farm, pop them on there, put the brass, you know, fittings, and then put the 8mm rods and just be done with it. I found a cheap A-net set that would include the two smooth rods, two lead screws, and the two brass couplers. I think it was like $15 for the whole thing. So, you know, that would give me spares for the A-net anyway. So I'm thinking I might just do that and then just print out those conversion little pieces that I need and then just swap it over. Of course, I do need two couplers. But then again, I found a couple of printable self-centering couplers that look pretty promising. I mean, there's a lot of people that are printing them out, and almost everybody is saying they're great. Cool. There's the bench. Pretty awesome. All right, you did one chair and you got that, so you got one more, the other side of the chair, and then the back, and then. All right, so this would go like here, on between the two, and then that is going to go back here on the back side, on the two. Oh, you're going to do a little bit of a hot glue in there. You got to. Yeah, you slowed down a little bit when you got to that point. Alright, so part one is done, Scott and everybody. Let's check out this piece here. Look how it just slides off the ultra base so easy.
Which I'm glad I got this scraper so I wouldn't have to use my hand.
Yeah.
Just to take it off.
Alright, so finished product. Let's see how. Ooh. Alright, so scaling wise, it's a little off unless my dimensions are off on the printer itself. But yeah, all of the strips, I don't know if I can get that, but all of the strips have to go in a little bit of an angle, but it's still catching on all three trays there, Scott. Let's see if I can get it to There. So it's just if I get it perfectly flat, it's like half on each vertical. Like if you take the center point of each of the vertical pieces, it's just a hair over on all of them. So super close, super close. And actually, now that I think about it, if you're gonna throw it together, this hole is for a 4-wire. So if you actually want to just, I don't know, when you're looking at the wall, if you actually want to just cut out that whole straight line, because even if I bend it, I mean, it's going to take up almost the whole wall. And then it's got the big power knuckle. So, I mean, you don't have to necessarily have a hole. I would say just drop off the wall completely right there. Just make it just one single wall over here. Make that all the way open, and just you can seal up the hole, and then that would fit in there just fine. 9.7 millimeters, sorry. Sorry if I didn't do the 0.7 very well. Hey, well, it only takes 18 minutes to print, so, you know, that's cool. If you threw it together pretty quickly, you'd still be able to finish the print even before the stream ended. So yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
But yeah, the length is good. That just fits the strips. So yeah, I just got to get a little creative with the wiring. I got to use some thin wire. Hopefully I still have some thin wire. You ran out on another set? Okay, you want more of that gray?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was not even like done with.
Honey, it's okay. I got a whole spool of gray, so I was gonna use it for the Maker Farm upgrades, but Mommy said that yellow looked better on it, so we're doing yellow.
That can be like.
Oh. I'm using Pikachu yellow on there.
Still fun though.
There you go. I just grab it now. Yeah. Be careful because that's a really hot end. Remember, trash can, though. Trash can.
Yeah.
Right there. Alright, are these pieces trash?
Yeah.
Okay, trash can.
Trash can.
Alright. King, I'm not trying. I'm really not trying. My biggest complaint is that I'm not on the level that Scott is, because I was like talking about it and all of a sudden he was done. So, I mean, that's my complaint, that I'm not that good. But no, Scott is definitely awesome by letting me borrow that USB ASAP or ASP, USB ASP, yeah, and reprogramming the board. That bootloader, man. Almost fixed. All right, awesome. All right, let's see if we can. Try that and see if that works. So I've been trying to put this, what you call it? My brain work. It's a cable chain for the ANET bed wires that are already silicone. But to keep it under the middle of the bed instead of either the right side or the left side, mainly so that I can still fit all the other adapter pieces that I've been trying to work on to get them to still fit and I just keep running out of room, so the middle section seems to be the best location now. I'm trying to attach the Scott was so kind to help modify another part. So my my brush cleaner to clean the head. He was kind enough to design that one as well. So I've been trying to incorporate all these parts and get the ANET back up, because wire management is just... Oh, okay, I gotta check my Facebook again. Hold on. Starting to ramble again. Alright. Number 5. Love you too. Still having fun? Alright.
Is that a bigger one?
Yeah, a little bit different so that we can fit all the wires in. 20 minutes.
It's way longer than the other one?
No, it's not way longer. It's a little bit wider to fit the strips in. Because I didn't give...
The other one didn't fit.
Yeah, it was just a hair too small, and I think that's just because I said the wrong size. So, but it's all good.
You didn't know what size they were?
Well, I know what size they were, but I don't think I said it where he could hear me, so he didn't know what size to make it. So it was really close, but that was all my fault. Alright, so I need... Does anybody here know how to do a Octoprint startup guide? Or a startup script? Because I have the corrected code, and I thought I put it in there for the console to stop turning on the autofocus. And I have the manual override for it. I need to run it here in a second, but so yeah. If anybody's good at that, I need some help. They said make a change in the FMPEG, and that'll fix the issue that I'm having, because this life cam just always wants to auto turn on the or turn back on the autofocus, and it's really irritating. But
And got 3 parts done. The back piece, the 2 chairs.
God, that sounds horrible. Do it.
I got the bench part, 2 chairs. All I need is the back.
Okay.
Hope I have enough film.
Honey, you got a whole spool of filament that you can use. So yes, you've got more than enough filament. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to redo the bed level again, which 118 I only had to do like once for like 2 or 3 months worth of good prints. So, and this, I've already had to re-level this thing like 4 times. So, streamer.
The whole outside part.
Cool. Alright, Scott. See? Your brush is attached. So you can't say that I didn't do it. I got it on there. Now I just gotta reassemble it all back into the frame here. I'm not sure. Set my Octoprint up from scratch on a non-Pi platform. Yeah. Let's see if I can pull up what I did. Maybe you guys can help me figure out what I'm doing or missing. Oh. Where is my... Oh, there it is. Printer. Yeah. Log into 3. No. Okay. Let's go with desktop. Alright. So this is what they told me to edit, which was in the MPEG streamer start SH. It was to add these two pieces. If I manually do it, it works fine. It'll stop the autofocus. And then that Zoom 8 is like really good quality. Let me see if I can... Alright, so it's kind of half focusing, out of focus. So let's see if I can go ahead and throw these in there. Okay, so autofocus is off. And then set that in there, and then bam. So now that setting now is centered on the middle of the print bed. So now it's not going to keep doing that weird autofocus as it moves around. It's now steady, but I've already rebooted the Pi, and this doesn't seem to be kicking in. So I don't understand, like, what I'm missing. Okay. Pulling it up now. Alright, so we can change discourse. How do I change the MPEG streamer? Okay, but while I get that part, that is almost the same as how they've got it in there, where it's already commented out of the camera being auto and all of those pieces. That's all still factory setup. The problem is I'm having to do. You can do it on your PC. Well, I've got the desktop. I've got the link right in, and so I ran those two pseudocodes for the camera, and it stops the autofocus and does that. But I was just trying to get it on an automatic every time, and it's already in the MPEG streamer config file, like right at the very bottom. But again, most everything in here is all commented out. I mean, that's under the Pi. So that's what I'm confused about. I'm not, if it sounds like I'm arguing, I'm really trying not to. I'm just confused on this, because this doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't understand how they build it one way, but then when you try to do it, it doesn't work that way. This doesn't make sense to me why you would build something that way then. No, I don't want the bookmark. Was it oprint? What is that file you just sent me? Where is that? That's the boot occupied text. Okay, so the Octoprint, no. O-print, no. O-print, no. Boot. There we go. Octopi text. Okay. So in the Octopi text, oh, okay. I guess I thought I had. Maybe I've edited stuff before in this. At reboot. Okay. So where would you suggest? And because like this is doing the auto, even though it's add that at the bottom of the Octopi text. Because this one's not a raspy cam. This one is a USB cam. And this was pulled, this part, those codes, hopefully you can see it. Go back to PuTTY and type that command. Okay. This part was from the Octoprint camera compatibility chart, and it was saying the Microsoft Live Cam, that's what I should use. Is that where I'm making the mistake, is not putting it in here as well? I guess there's enough text chat delay. Okay, so you're saying in here, the cron tab -E, or just the at reboot my command. Cron tab -E. Okay. More than one way. Yeah, true. Alright, so cron tab -E.
Can you help me like?
So nano editor
You,
would be the best. Do what?
can you, like,
Yeah, you want me to hold it while you do that? Alright, don't burn me.
I can't like concentrate.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. No, this side is like not wanting to hold very well. I'll help you do that next. Okay. Remember, don't go too high. Okay. Ooh, that's hot. Okay. Good job. Oh! Nope, not quite.
Can I like throw that away? Or
No, you don't need to throw it away. It's just like Daddy's print. So sometimes you gotta just tweak it a little bit. It's okay.
pretty messed up.
It's not pretty messed up.
I like burnt me like 3 times.
Well, you know what? It happens. Alright, let's see if I can help you.
I can make my own glasses.
Yep, you could make
So I
those
wouldn't
glasses.
have to like buy.
You're silly.
I can like print my own glasses. Not mine, but your chair. Who are all the other stuff? I didn't like to do the squirrel, so I just did.
That's fine. You want to attach that one?
It's
You want to attach it to this? Okay.
just
Okay. So which way do you want on the back versus the front?
the flat.
You want the flat on the back or the front? Want that to the back? Like that?
No, the other one.
You want it like that?
And then
It's okay. Alright, you hold these two pieces. Just like that. Okay, I can... Alright, where's your other chair? Okay. So, yeah, you hold it like that. Hold the front right here. No, just hold the front right there. And then, don't move your hand too much. Hold the top up here. Started to separate on me. Let's turn it over. Turn it upside down. There we go. Alright, now let me get that side. That is partially glued. Did it burn you? Or is that from earlier?
When I was like building the house in Berlin like 30 times. On the same finger, in the same place.
Alright.
Should have been more careful.
Well, this stuff is sometimes hard to work with, Bubba. Alright.
At my own age.
Yeah. Hold on, let me flip it over. Alright, he wants to show you the bench. Okay, you gotta go down a little bit, Bubba. There. There's his Victorian bench. Or I think it's Victorian. I don't know. Some metal bench.
It stands up. It stands up. It's like an old fashioned.
Hey, no problem, Scott.
I think you'd have hold of it.
Oh, okay. We'll try. Alright. CNX, you should be a moderator, be able to send a link direct. Hopefully. Alright, so yes, Nano. Sorry. Okay. Now that I'm in that. Bam. Red 22 lines. Okay, so that's all the lines. Alright, so all the way down at the bottom. And then you said... Nope. Over here. Alright, go to the bottom. Get that, and then put the @ reboot and then those two commands, or... Okay, so @ reboot. And then put them in quotes. So like that. Oh, no quotes. Okay. New quotes. So like that. Everybody said you did a nice job, Bubba.
On
On that bench.
It's not my best.
Honey, you're learning 3D pen. I mean, that is pretty awesome.
I might be a.
You're a beginner. You're better than me. I haven't even done that with the pens. I just give up and go with the computers. Alright, so X. Yes, we want to save. Yes, default. Alright, so as soon as it's done with the print job, then we'll reboot. Because I know every reboot it resets that auto zoom. Alright. Going pretty good.
Can they like see me?
No, well, I got it swapped over to that, but no, because you're all the way up here. You gotta be like all the way back here. So I kept telling you gotta. Yeah. You can move that whole power thing over to the side. Yeah, and then just. If you don't want to keep that, you can just throw it away.
No, I want to keep it so I know how smooth I want it to be.
Okay.
Or how like wobbly like this.
And then just lay it over there. No, don't push it that way. Push that forward. Yeah. There, see? You can even move it more if you want. You can move your whole work area all the way up here, so you got more room. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. So now he's doing a set of glasses. Go back and make sure it's stuck. Okay. So I just do Contab E. Okay. Alright, well it looks like it's sitting there. Cool. Alright. Well, it's still in there, CNX Tech, so yeah, right after this print job is done, we'll do a reboot and then see how that goes. So it looks like we'll go over a little bit over on the time frame today. That'll be, let's see, how much time does it say we got left? So 7 more minutes and the print should be done. Yeah, I'm not going to reboot in the middle of a print. Yeah, the funny thing is all the other printers all have static zoomed cameras. That's the only one that does the auto zoom, and it drives me nuts. Of course, this one has a feature to turn off and on auto zoom, but I don't know how it would react on a Pi. But because it's the best one, I don't want to give it up to put it on any of the other ones. Plus, that one on the console, it's hard to see at this angle, but it's got an easy mount that I put on it. So I wouldn't even be able to mount it up here onto the computer screen anymore. Yeah, we always go over time. Yes, you're still on screen, Bubba. Doing a huge set of glasses. They look good, though. Yeah, seriously. ABS likes to lift and do weird stuff. Popped off. Well, just kind of hold it by hand and get it started again, and then it should hold again. Yeah, because you're using it a lot. See, it's already reheated.
Make sure it doesn't turn red.
But I would push it just a little bit closer to the down instead of being so high, and then it won't go. It won't keep lifting up. Yeah, if you push it closer,
maybe start from here and work your way back. But hold the nozzle a little bit closer so it squishes more, and then it should stick better.
Yes, that attaches to the bed. Great, Scott. Now I just got to get the missing pieces figured out of how to get it from the bed, looped back so it can see it, because apparently I didn't think of the parts right, because when I went to attach it, it looked great until I went to home, and then it tried to snap it because the distance was right in line with the frame rail. So I've got to figure out how I want to create the zigzag angle, or just see if maybe you can help me make like a U-shaped bracket essentially to connect it so that the webcam sits almost directly over top of the edge of the bed, since I don't really go that much, but I got to make sure the clearance is good. So I got to figure something out, but that connector works great on the bed itself. Yeah. Huh? They're a little big for you.
But I think they'll fit.
Are you gonna? What are you doing? Why are you ripping it all off?
I'm just
No, I mean, why did you take these off? You want to redo them?
It's
Oh, okay, sorry.
stick with.
Well, it's only going to stick for a little bit. It's not going to stick for long term, because it's that glass stuff. When it cools off enough, it'll pop right off. Yeah, well, your guess worked actually really well. So
I really like my two-seater chair.
yeah, it is pretty neat.
Like better than
Oh, new cover. Okay, there it is. I see it.
Wait. I got like one whole spiral. Look how much fun.
Yeah.
Like 30 spirals and then like put the whole spiral.
Okay. All right. Well, it's easier to manage that than to try to put it on the big spool holder and you use it that way.
Look how long it is.
Yeah. That's more made for like big people, not kiddos. I don't need glasses yet.
What are the wrong?
What is?
The comment.
Yeah. Well, it's ABS, honey. It's the same type of stuff that's on the on the cars. I know, that looks awesome. You're starting to get the real good hang of it.
Still gonna be as good as.
Well, it only looks like this being that smooth because I deal with it with the printer, so I understand like that stuff. But this is a 3D pen, and you're only 7, so it's okay.
I'm almost gonna turn it anyway.
I know you're just gonna almost turn 8 anyway, you turd.
So when I turn 8, I'm almost gonna be 9.
Well, when you turn 8, you're not almost gonna be 9. You're still just gonna be 8. But you get one day closer to 9 every day after that. Yes.
And I'm almost gonna like be a teenager.
Son, you were only 7. You don't need to be harassing me about turning into a teenager already.
I'm already 7.
Oh man.
I'm almost gonna be 8. And after 8, I'm almost gonna be 9. And after almost 9, I'm gonna be 10.
That's 3 years away, Bubba.
And then when I turn 10, I'm gonna turn 11.
Yeah? And then you'll turn 12. And then you'll turn 13. And you'll be a full-fledged teenager because it'll be teen in the name.
So, what?
What?
The birthday chapter.
Yeah, I know. He'll be 18 before I know it. It's crazy.
18, and then I'm kind of like a parent.
Well, I hope you're not a parent at 18.
No, when I'm like...
You'll be an
19.
adult, yes, but
19.
hopefully not a parent until you're closer to 30.
Yellow.
Well, it goes to yellow when I get loud. Well, the youngest, when she came in, she's only 5.
Or 4.
No, she's only 5. So now, let me clip over to the console. I'll show you what's going on. See where the head's at? And I get the wonderful, epic. Ah, come on, focus. Stop being so bright. Crazy. There. No, you're gonna do it. Why? Okay. Can't focus in on it because I turned on auto focus. I guess it just bit me. Anyway, it says homing failed because one of the rails, as you see, it got too close to this side. And what it'll do is it'll lift the one all the way over and it'll slam into it, and then it'll drop back down after it gets done. But it's only doing this since 1.19. It never did any of this on 1.18, and that's what's driving me nuts. But at least the print finished. Go back to him. Alright, let's fit this little doohickey in.
Huh?
Oh yeah, look at that.
Fits right.
Fits right in there.
Now all you need is
Alright,
the
so
button.
then I gotta put this one opposite to chain that. And that drops all the way right in. Awesome, Scott. And then this one goes back that way so that I can continue.
So it can...
Yeah, so the track will go all the way 3. Alright, so all 3, then I just got to get them lined up. But yeah, they all sit. You don't need to laugh at me, you goober. Alright, so they all sit in there. Now I just got to get them lined up and then soldered on the ends. Unless you think that's not enough room, because it should be, all the soldering should be on this. Well, it'll go from here to here and then here to here to keep it in a full chain. And then it'll all be, unless I just do like from here and then I just piggyback, you know, 2 sets of solder points. I don't know, whatever you think, what do you ever, you know, might work better. But yeah, they all fit, and that's awesome. So if I line them all up to one side and just, like, if I were going to drop the wires to stack, like to chain over 2 sets of strips instead of just one big series, since they're not really chaser lights per se, but I'm left with the alignment and that much room. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Come on, focus. So yeah, really close. What?
It looks like a hockey stick.
Yeah, it's kind of like a hockey stick.
But it's a piece of the glass.
Option 1. I talk too fast and I ramble too many ideas, so I don't remember what option 1 was.
Hey, look that.
Yeah. Yeah?
Fits perfectly.
Well, because this part would attach to the glass part, and you'll have this much sitting behind your head.
Huh?
You'll have it, like,
Seriously?
here. But that makes it shorter. See, there you go. And then the big part sits right on your ear. So that'll work. So if you attach that right there to the glasses frame, so when you're drawing the other one, only go to that part. Don't go that much distance extra.
I already agree.
Okay, well then we can trim it. Either way.
Or I can just.
Or you can just glue these 2 pieces back together. Either way.
Anyway,
Looks good though.
I really like this.
Okay, down one side, then up the other. Okay, so do keep it in the series, so snake it around. Hey, we're not trying to play snake on screen. Or was it centipede, excuse me. Alright, so centipede it all the way down so it's one continuous series. Alright. That's what I figured was going to be the right answer. So do you think the overall case needs to be just a little bit wider to hide the wires inside of it? Or just try to make short jump connections, and then that way when the case goes over top, it hides it inside that way? Because I think I've got some thin enough wire that I could do that. And it wouldn't take but just a tad bit of solder anyway. Cool. So that'll hold all of them. And then that.
Can you like get a trimmer?
That is going to go like that on your costume.
That's how.
Well, not right there, but yeah, right. Yeah.
But how is it like the eye gonna be?
Your eyes are going to be just above it. So this will shine just below.
So it's like pretending like that's gonna be like the eye.
Yeah. So it'll have a big cover over this. So when the light goes on, it'll diffuse one big color. And you'll have the other one over here too. So I got to print 2 of these.
Except it's gonna be the other way. Except it's gonna be the other.
No, I'm gonna run a cable from here to the other one, come up, and then it'll hit that chain. Because I can't do 2 of these control rods, because then your brother won't be able to have one. So this will be hidden inside your helmet.
And then
so we can turn it on and off.
Plugged into
to the battery pack, yeah.
Can't wait.
Are you done with the diffusers? Well, I got the base part done. Then I'm gonna do the top, but I gotta solder the trace lines together so that we can see what the color output is going to be with that. But I gotta change to the PET G.
Do you think I needed
Not printed, yeah, but designed. Do it. Oh, sorry, you're out of focus. Back up just a little bit so they can see, because you're right up on it. There you go. Now they can see it.
Do you think I needed to print an extra one
Of
or
print an extra one. What? What are you talking about?
no?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to do if they decide on if I need to print a new one or
Well, why not just? Do you want the long one or do you want the short one?
the short one.
Okay, well then just clip. We'll cut it. Here. Where's my clippers? Oh, there. Yeah. So just look. You line it up. Try to get it right over top so that they're the same, right? So you find the short one and it's right there. So you go. There.
Now they're the same.
Now they're the same size. Dun dun dun. Now you just gotta attach that to the glasses
As long
frame when
as-
you're done.
And then after when you do the glasses,
Alright.
that's gonna be harder.
Big S was the design. Should use small wire like old phone cable. Yeah, I think actually I have in my tech kit, I think I have a little bit more of the telephone wire, 4-wire. So yeah. But I think I got some extra wire that's that small anyway, so that should work. I told her I want her to learn Fusion 360 so that she can help design and then I can just print. And then I don't have to worry about doing the design work itself. And then since she's more artistic anyway. Yeah, I tried to get her on Tinkercad first to at least get the creative juices going, since she's more of a visual artiste and got the better design capability than what I have.
So who's king?
Huh? Who's king? He's one of the guys that watches our stream.
What about the little boy?
What little boy?
The
Oh, Fun King. He's not on here. That's Glenn. Glenn's an awesome guy. And then Xander, his son. We watch them every now and then.
we watch them on videos.
Yeah. And then we got to watch their mailbag, or Xander's thing Thursday that he did on last Thursday. We got to watch it.
On Thursday.
Well, it comes out every Thursday, but you didn't watch it yet, so we need to watch it.
So
Yeah, he gets a
every-
kick out of Fun King's channel and seeing Xander print up some cool stuff.
So he's always.
Alright, so King Beetle, the one that's on our stream,
Mhm.
his name is Warren.
Is he?
He's the one that helped send that skeleton print that we wanted to do at first, and then you guys changed your mind, and then he's the one that gave the idea for that little scrunchy bracelet thing that I printed for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that shared that with me.
I really liked it.
Yeah, I know you liked it.
And that skeleton did the same thing.
Alright, that's cool. You're so weird. Alright, well, I guess he's gonna play with that for a minute, but then he's needing to go to bed, and I'm gonna try to print out another set of these and see if I can get some wiring going. But start making back some of the investment money on these printers. Oh yeah. It'd be nice. Oh, yes. We need to try reboot. That is right. Alright, sudo reboot now. Yeah, now the printer's rebooting. Or, the Pi's rebooting. Do. looks like the pie just came back up. Give it a second for Octoprint to come up. Wow.
Went so far off. Look how far I went off.
That's okay.
I can always put on the glass.
Yeah. Well, see. It all came off, so there you go. Just line it up as best you can. Wait. Okay, why? There it goes. Jeez. Octoprint took it a little bit longer than I thought. Alright. I think I got that. You're talking about Mesh Mixer, right, Scott? I think I got that one. Oh, there's the glasses that he made. Nice.
So.
Alright, so.
The only thing I need is to put the things on and. Do they look good?
Yeah, they look good.
All I need is to take off.
The little strings.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll clean it up. Don't worry. All right, let's see.
What's that other filament that's like a cleaner?
Cleaning filament.
Cleaning filament?
Yeah.
The clean filament?
All
Does
right.
it clean the nozzle?
Let's see if we can get.
So how does it look? Does it look good? Does it look good?
What does what look good? Oh yeah.
So the only thing I don't think
All right, let's. All right, do 100.
Is it going all the way down?
Well, I'm trying to get it down to see if it's gonna play with the autofocus again. Ah, it's still doing the autofocus.
Are you playing with it?
Yes.
Did the auto?
Yeah, it's still doing the autofocus. Let me
It's
see if I can get it over there.
So
I know. Stop.
what did Mama posted?
See if I can get it set off again.
Look at this. Yes.
Aw, well, try to put it back together.
I'll try to put it back together. Or I can just wait for it.
Okay, well now it's not doing it. But a minute ago,
Is it
Yeah, when I first connected, before I flipped over to the stream to you guys, it was, you could see it like trying to focus and resume, but now it's not doing it. I guess there's, what, a little bit of a delay before it kicks it in by default. As long as it stays, that's fine, because, I mean, if it's not like an immediate thing, yeah, okay. Hey, as long as it redoes it, because usually like I'll turn it on and then just let it sit there for a while before I actually get around to printing. So if that's all it needs, because I don't reboot the Pi very often. So as long as, you know, it stays for this whole thing and then until the next time I reboot the Pi, then I'm good. Appreciate it. That seems to be working.
Can't put it back together.
Heating up. Oh yeah. I mean, it seems to be holding the fixed scale focus now, because the ultra base little words are staying no matter where I seem to be moving this.
What is this?
That's good.
Just something to do.
Yeah, looks like it's holding. Cool. Thank you. All right. Well, we went about 30 minutes over, which is normal. I don't know why I assume that we're gonna stay on target, but you know, hey, it happens, right?
Can you help me?
Serious help get me started. He helped me flash X3. Got me hooked on portable IDE. Yeah, that's why I put a object. I set it in the center of the bed, and then I kept playing with that focus value to see what came in the best. So 8 seemed to be like dead on center of the bed, the best focus for that. So that range is good. So hopefully that stays. But I guess if it changes, then, you know, we'll make adjustments on fly if need be. All right. Well, I thank you guys for a wonderful evening hanging out. It was awesome. It would stick whenever it happened to me. Yeah. Hi. Well, that's that second command. The first one just turned off autofocus, and then the second one actually sets the distant value that I need. And like I said, I did play with it, and that was following it. So I tested that one a few times before I committed to that. So it should be good to go now. All right, hold on, Bubba. So again, thanks for hanging out, everybody, and we will see everybody next weekend. I'm going to do kind of more of a Halloween-inspired one, so I've got some stuff I need to print out and get decorated. So, yeah, we'll look forward to having fun, and thanks again.
Bye.
You going to say anything? You're just going to stand there? All right.
Well, goodbye, guys.
All right. See you again next week.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll do some more stuff.
Mama.
Alrighty.
Daddy.